NATO on high alert as Russia increases its air presence in Europe. Fighter jets and strategic bombers spotted over key bodies of water, including the Norwegian Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. Take a look at that map. NATO responding. They have repositioned some resources of their own. It is unclear why Russia is flying those aircraft in this region, but the military muscle raising questions about it as tensions between the East and West already, of course, very high over the issues in Crimea and Ukraine. We're going to have a live report coming up on what is going on with these Russian aircraft from the military coming up moments away. But we begin with the shocking new revelations that as many as 30 former Gitmo detainees are now fighting with ISIS on the ground in Syria. Alarming report this morning, and we welcome you, everybody. Brand new hour starts now of America's Newsroom. I'm Martha McCallum.
And I'm Bill Hemmer. Good morning. Some surprise here, right? More than 600 suspected terrorists have been released out of Gitmo in total, and intelligence sources estimating 180 of them have returned to the battlefield, with a handful making it into the country of Syria. National security correspondent Jennifer Griffin leads our coverage on that. She's live at the Pentagon now. Jennifer, what have you learned about this?
Well, Bill, Fox News has learned the U.S. intelligence and defense communities suspect as many as 20 to 30 former Guantanamo Bay detainees released within the last 2 to 3 years have joined forces with ISIS and other militant groups inside Syria. All of this is cementing fears that the U.S. military is once again encountering militants taken off the battlefield and released from Gitmo. According to several well-placed current and former defense officials, the intelligence offers a mixed picture. Some of the former detainees are fighting with ISIS, some are supporting the al-Qaeda-linked Nusra Front, some are on the ground in Syria, and some of the former detainees have chosen to help these groups from outside the country, financing operations and supporting the ISIS propaganda campaign. In fact, recent videos of Western hostages who were beheaded by ISIS showed them wearing orange jumpsuits resembling outfits worn by Gitmo prisoners. There are now 149 prisoners held at Guantanamo Bay. Almost 90 are from Yemen. Of the 620 detainees released from Guantanamo Bay in recent years, U.S. defense officials estimate 180 have returned or are suspected to have returned to the fight. Officials say the former detainees who have joined ISIS and other al-Qaeda-linked groups in Syria were originally released to 6 countries in Europe and to Egypt and Tunisia. They were deemed too dangerous to be released to their native countries. The countries who agreed to receive the former detainees lost track of them, and now many are appearing back on the battlefield.
And again, some would say that's not a surprise. Jennifer, thank you. We'll be back on that a bit later. Jennifer Griffin at the Pentagon.
So we are 5 days out.